The death of rich homie Quan isn't as straightforward as it seems. Although there's speculation that he overdosed and even admitted to being addicted to Molly.
Listen, I'm talking, bro, I felt like I couldn't do a show or a song without being on Molly.
The events leading up to his death are shocking, and it all has to do with Young Thug's RICO case. Turns out calling the man who is testifying to help Young Thug a liar isn't a smart move.
What is a liar?
Quan's final hours were crazy, and he may have made some major blunders. So, let's get to it. Rich homie Quan dead. Quan was only 34 years old, so his sudden death is shocking, and his final hours may reveal some disturbing details that could explain his death. Just a few days before news spread that he had passed away, his Facebook page was active. This photo was posted with the caption, "Atlanta, few more weeks wild in out here and I'm back again. Get your tickets now." The rapper shared plans to appear on September 19th for the Wild in Out Live tour, urging fans to get their tickets. Just one day before that, the rapper took to his Instagram where he posted a photo of himself wearing a green and white '89 jersey as he repositioned his glasses with the caption, "Vision clear even through the BS." The cryptic message left fans puzzled, wondering what he might have been referring to. Little did they know it would be the last time they would hear from him, and what happened on the night he supposedly died has left everyone with more questions than answers. According to his girlfriend, Amber Williams, Quan fell asleep on the couch. The following morning, Amber, assuming Quan was simply tired from his busy schedule, placed a blanket over him and took her son to school, leaving Quan still asleep on the couch. It was a routine morning with nothing out of the ordinary. However, when Amber returned home later that morning, she noticed something was wrong. Quan hadn't moved from his spot on the couch. Concerned, she approached him and tried to wake him up. To her horror, she realized he was unresponsive. Panic set in as she checked for a heartbeat and found none. When she turned him over, she saw foam coming from his mouth.
I guess he was asleep on the couch. His girlfriend, who was the one who called 911, said that he was asleep. She put a blanket on him, left, took their kid to school, came back and realized that he had never moved from the couch, which was kind of weird for him. So she went to check on him, and when she went to check on him, she didn't feel a heartbeat or anything like that, so she turned him over, and then he was foaming at the mouth.
He was asleep on the couch. His girlfriend, who was the one who called 911, said that he was asleep. She put a blanket on him, left, took their kid to school, came back, and realized that he had never moved from the couch, which was kind of weird for him. So she went to check on him, and when she went to check on him, she didn't feel a heartbeat or anything like that. So she turned him over, and then he was foaming at the mouth. The 911 operator instructed her to lay Quan flat on his back on the floor and to wait for paramedics to arrive. Despite her best efforts, it was clear that Quan was no longer alive. Paramedics arrived shortly after and confirmed the worst. Rich homie Quan was declared dead at the scene. The Fulton County Medical Examiner's Office was notified, and an autopsy was scheduled for the following day to determine the cause of death. However, people have already concluded that he died from an overdose. Fellow rapper Boozy Badass tweeted, "Just got word rich homie Quan just OD." And it does seem like Quan had a history of drug addiction. In an interview, the rapper revealed that there was a time in his life when he was addicted to Molly and couldn't do a show without first getting high.
Was it drugs involved?
Oh, hell yeah, man, I was on Molly every day. I couldn't do a show or a song without being on Molly.
At one time, the rapper's addiction almost killed him. In May 2014, the Atlanta rapper was shooting the music video for his hit single Walk Through with LA rapper Problem. The location was Atlanta's Piedmont Park, but the conditions were far from ideal. The Atlanta humidity was oppressive, and the temperature soared to 80 degrees. Rich homie Quan had been on an exhausting schedule, traveling across 3 states in 3 days. The relentless pace left him exhausted. Despite the fatigue, Quan pushed through, determined to complete the shoot. However, the combination of sleep deprivation and the sweltering heat proved to be too much. As the cameras rolled, Quan suddenly collapsed. Witnesses reported that he had 2 seizures, fell, and cracked his head. The rapper was immediately rushed to a nearby hospital, and within moments, social media was ablaze with concern and speculation. Whispers of drug use, specifically lean, a potent mix of codeine-based cough syrup and soda, began to circulate. However, rich homie Quan was quick to address the rumors. In an exclusive statement to Billboard, he clarified that his collapse was not due to drugs, but rather the result of extreme exhaustion and the unbearable Atlanta heat. "I just want to thank my fans and everyone who has called concerned about me," he said. "I want to clear up 2 things. After being in 3 states in 3 days, up early having to shoot my video for Walkthrough, and even sleeping in between scenes on top of filming in this humid Atlanta heat, I fainted and hit my head." He continued, "It's no secret that I do turn up. I don't deny that, but I'm not addicted to anything including drugs, nor was I leaning at the shoot. The media is going to put fake stories out there, but I just want to let my fans know that I'm good and recovering." In a separate interview, he revealed that he was using drugs to keep him awake during his tours.
Post some type of way. We was doing so many shows, I couldn't stay up. So I knew some people like, "Bro, I got something to keep you up." kept me up.
With the rapper looking like his schedule was starting to get hectic again, had he gone back to taking drugs? It's only a matter of time before the autopsy results reveal the truth. But one thing we know for sure is that he was entangled in the current YSL RICO case involving one of his former best friends, Young Thug, and his name came up a couple of times during the court proceedings just days before he died. Court drama. Lil Woody and the YSL case have been trending for the past few weeks. Lil Woody, a YSL member, needs no introduction. He has become famous for telling on Young Thug on camera.
The person we always think that I did tell me anything, he wants him as bad.
So you're talking about Jeffrey?
A visibly tense Lil Woody, whose left leg could not hold still, knew the consequences of snitching on the YSL boss, Jeffrey Lamar Williams, alias Young Thug. However, he didn't know that their interview was being recorded. Shockingly, Lil Woody even admitted that he did not like hanging out with the YSL boss, since it always led to him being in trouble.
I'm already in a bad position. Can you see this Thug and this me? Whatever he do, I'm automatically just attached to him. Because people think I'm just stupid. So I ain't like being around this nigga. You know, every time he don't call me up, come up there.
This isn't the most shocking thing that Lil Woody revealed. During the ongoing court proceedings, he revealed that he was involved in a hit that almost killed Rich Homie Quan's dad. In September 2014, Corey Lamar, Rich Homie Quan's dad and manager, was at his barbershop in Atlanta. At around 10 a.m., a group of suspects stormed into the barbershop. The suspects opened fire, shooting Lamar 4 times. The bullets hit him in the arm, chest, and abdomen, causing severe injuries. The gunfire was so intense that it shattered windows and left bullet holes in the walls. The suspect then fled the scene immediately, leaving behind a scene of devastation and panic. As Lamar lay on the floor bleeding and in immense pain, those present in the shop rushed to his aid. Luckily, he survived the ordeal. After a decade of no answers, we now know who was involved in the hit. Enter Lil Woody and his associate, Threat. Both figures were well known in the streets of Atlanta for their reputations as enforcers. Their loyalty to each other and their crew was unbreakable, and they were determined to protect their turf at all costs. The feud between Rich Homie Quan and Threat began over perceived slights and disrespectful comments. Threat felt that Quan was undermining their credibility and treating them as if they were somebody to play with. This simmering tension eventually boiled over, leading to confrontations and threats. Threat's anger grew as the feud escalated, and he decided that drastic action was needed to send a clear message. He turned to Lil Woody, his trusted ally, to help execute a plan that would leave no doubt about their resolve. The target, Rich Homie Quan's father's barbershop on Bankhead. Me and Threat shot up Rich Homie Quan's dad's barbershop on Bankhead. It wasn't about him personally, but we needed to send a message that we ain't the ones to play with. We ain't the ones to play with, and we wanted to make it clear that nobody should be messing with us or trying to test our loyalty. Lil Woody testified in court. Woody also revealed that the hit had nothing to do with Thug or YSL. I had them choppers, and we were prepared to show anyone who doubted us that we weren't to be taken lightly. The beef was between me, Threat, and them. It wasn't about YSL or anything larger. It was personal, between us and those who were trying to cross our paths, he revealed. In what would be Quan's last interview, the rapper revealed that Lil Woody was lying about the incident. The rapper downplayed the severity of the event and backed up his side of the story by providing evidence. According to Quan, the barbershop was open the same day it got shot up. The barbershop did get shot up, Quan confirmed. It wasn't like what he said it was. The same day the barbershop got shot up, it was back up and running, so it couldn't have been like what he said it was. Young Thug was arrested back in May 2022 after Fulton County District Attorney Fonnie Willis unveiled a shocking 56-count indictment, accusing Young Thug and 27 other alleged members of YSL of running a violent Atlanta street gang. According to the prosecution, YSL was not just a record label, but a dangerous criminal enterprise known as Young Slime Life, affiliated with the National Bloods gang. The indictment detailed a decade-long reign of terror centered around the Cleveland Avenue area of Atlanta. Prosecutors alleged that YSL members were responsible for a wide range of criminal activities, including murder, assault, robbery, theft, illegal gun possession, and drug sales. At the heart of the indictment was the claim that Young Thug was the clear leader of the organization referred to as King Slime by his associates. Prosecutors argued that he had used his music to promote and glorify the gang's activities, making YSL a well-known name in the process. They pointed to the lyrics of his songs as evidence of his involvement in criminal activities and his influence over the gang. One of the most shocking allegations in the indictment centered around the 2015 killing of Donovan Thomas Jr., alias Big Nut, a rival gang member. Prosecutors claimed that Young Thug had rented the car used in the murder, while 5 other YSL members were directly charged charged with the killing. The indictment also revealed disturbing details about YSL's involvement in other serious crimes. Prosecutors alleged that YSL members looked to Young Thug for leadership in various criminal activities. In one instance, they claimed that 2 YSL members discussed seeking permission from Young Thug before attempting to murder rival rapper YFN Lucci while he was in jail. These allegations painted a chilling picture of the gang's operations and the extent of Young Thug's influence within the organization. Rumor has it that Thug gave the green light for the barbershop incident that would have killed Quan's dad. Many people point to the broken relationship between Thug and Quan, who were once industry best friends. So what really happened between them? Rich Homie Quan and Young Thug's relationship. The relationship between these two rap giants has been so strange that, to this day, it's unclear what happened between them. One day they were so close that people thought they were gay. The next day, Thug was dissing Quan in a concert. So what happened to the former Rich gang members? DeQuantes Devontae Lamar, alias Rich Homie Quan, was born in Atlanta, Georgia on October 4th, 1990. Before he got into rap music, Quan was good at sports and played baseball for more than 4 years at Ronald McNair Senior High School in Atlanta. Lamar was a center fielder and leadoff hitter and played at the varsity level since his first year of high school. He was so talented that he got a Fort Valley State University scholarship offer. However, he would only attend for 2 weeks and had to drop out and start working at an airport. Sadly, he lost his job and made some questionable choices, like getting involved in burglary, which saw him spend 15 months behind bars. After he got out of jail, he decided to take music more seriously, and that was when his dreams came true. Rich Homie Quan got noticed for his mixtapes, and record labels took interest. In 2012, he signed with Think It's a Game Entertainment and became a hit with his song Type of Way in 2013. At the same time, Young Thug was making a mark with his mixtapes, catching the attention of Gucci Mane. Although Rich Homie Quan and Young Thug were doing well independently, the rappers often saw each other in Atlanta and got closer as their careers flourished. In 2013, Birdman introduced the Rich Gang Project. Thug and Rich Homie's relationship grew after working together on multiple projects. The two rappers seemed inseparable, creating timeless music and enjoying their newfound success together. They were so close, to the point where people started calling them gay. This controversy was brought about because of how they described their friendship. On an Instagram post, Thug referred to Rich Homie as his hubby. In one post, Thug wrote, "Me and my hubby Rich Homie Quan for life, you dig?" Young Thug was confronted about the situation and explained that it was just a language they used with their close friends.
It's a language. There's nothing stupid or fruity going on. It's the way we talk, it's the way we live. Those are my babes, no my lovers, no my hubbies, whatever you want to call it.
The internet wasn't having it. "There's nothing fruity going on, lol okay, I believe that lover," read one comment. "I ain't never heard a straight dude call his friends babes, lover, hubby," read another. "Doesn't this all remind you of the Gangstalicious episodes on Boondocks?" asked another fan. As these claims continued to circulate about their sexuality, Young Thug responded calmly. He admitted that he saw the comments and chose not to engage with them because he believed responding would only fuel the speculation. He said that in Atlanta, where both rappers came from, people knew the truth and he was not gay. He emphasized that their language was slang and should not be taken out of context. Rich Homie shared similar thoughts, stating that he found the rumors amusing and saw no reason to address them seriously. He made it clear that he was not gay and had nothing against the gay community. However, as time passed, the duo's relationship drifted apart and they went their separate ways. One of the earliest signs that the two were no longer on good terms was when Young Thug took to the stage at a show and referred to Rich Homie Quan as Homie Quan while on the Rodeo tour with Travis Scott in 2015. Quan reacted to this video and revealed that he was hurt after watching it.
My first reaction was, my brother called me Quan, and I took my glasses off. Like, to be honest, not to get in my feelings, it hurt.
Just a few months later, Quan would get his clap back by insinuating that Thug was gay. In a video obtained by blogs, Rich Homie Quan is seen berating a fan at a concert in Tallahassee. The fan was allegedly touching Quan, which provoked a homophobic rant to be thrown the fan's way. "Get away from me," Quan said to the fan. "I don't with no back your up looking like Young Thug with your get the away from me. I don't like sissies. I'ma knock your the out, bro. Get your back. Get way back." Young Thug did not hide the fact that the two rappers were not seeing eye to eye, even in interviews. During an interview with Big Boy TV, Thug was asked about their relationship.
What's the relationship with Quan, with Rich Homie?
Young Thug did not hesitate to reveal that they were not on good terms.
No, we don't have no problem.
Okay.
Like, I don't think we can be like how we used to be.
Right.
He already just did some bullshit. He already know my heart, so it's like I'm too pure. So once you just,
Cross that line.
Yeah, you do that, it's like, no.
Although Young Thug didn't reveal the details of the incident that led to their rift, his words suggested that Rich Homie had done something that crossed the line and shattered the trust between them. However, according to Quan, everyone was at fault. In a different interview, Quan admitted that egos and people around them caused tensions between them.
What happened to me and Thug? I was just egos and people around us.
Whatever happened between them caused a rift that was never bridged. The two went their separate ways, with Thug becoming the leader of a violent street gang. Although Thug is in trouble with the law, Quan also faced his fair share of legal drama before his untimely passing. Legal issues. Rich Homie Quan was pretty laid back and, unlike Young Thug, was never caught up in the gang lifestyle. The first time Quan found himself in a courtroom, he had locked horns with his record label. The rapper felt he was being cheated out of his hard-earned money by his record label, Think It's a Game Entertainment. In a shocking move, Quan filed a lawsuit against the label and its CEO, accusing them of ripping him off to the tune of $2 million. The lawsuit laid bare the allegations. The rapper claimed the label had screwed him out of royalties from several albums, including his biggest hits. According to the rapper's manager, the label wasn't holding up its end of the deal.
We're not asking for anything that is not due to Quan. All we're saying is that the contract in which was signed is not being held up on the label side as far as disbursement of funds. I mean, it's no secret. It's about the money. I mean, you know just as well as I know, Quan is making money. So if Quan is making money, it's only fair that the label pay what the contract states.
The accusations didn't stop there. Quan alleged that the CEO had used some of the misappropriated funds to buy Atlanta real estate for $159,500. Even more damning, Quan claimed the CEO had pocketed $550,000 from a distribution deal with Def Jam for his hit record, Type of Way. Feeling betrayed and cheated, Quan cut all ties with Think It's a Game Entertainment. As Rich Homie Quan's lawsuit made headlines, Think It's a Game Entertainment retaliated quickly. The label fired back with a countersuit, escalating the legal battle to new heights. They accused Quan of breaching their contract and demanded an injunction to prevent him from releasing any new music or signing with another record label. The countersuit was a strategic move by Think It's a Game Entertainment to maintain control over Quan's career and protect their financial interests. The label argued that Quan had violated the terms of their agreement and sought to block him from pursuing his music independently. The injunction was a devastating blow to Quan's career. It effectively silenced him, preventing him from releasing new music and stalling his momentum in the industry.
There was like a point in time where you would kind of cool off, but it was also because you weren't allowed to release music.
When I couldn't release music, man, you know, that just really put a dark cloud over my head.
The rapper revealed that he suffered from depression during this time and couldn't even listen to the radio.
Was it like a point in time where you felt like you might have been like kind of dealing with some depression?
I would just say depressed, bro. I didn't even want to hear the radio.
The stakes were incredibly high, and both sides were prepared for a fierce legal showdown. Months of legal wrangling ensued, and both sides refused to back down. Finally, in 2016, a breakthrough was reached. A settlement ended the bitter legal battle. Quan expressed relief and excitement, comparing himself to LeBron James and promising his fans that the end of 2016 would be cinematic, just like a movie. I feel like LeBron James. I'm ready and looking forward to ending 2016 with a bang. My fans will not be disappointed. It will be cinematic, just like a movie, Quan said in a statement. But just 1 year later, the rapper would find himself in handcuffs, facing more than 2 decades behind bars. On May 27, 2017, Quan and 5 companions were en route to a nightclub performance in Georgia. Along the way, they encountered a police checkpoint on Highway 1 in Jefferson County. The routine checkpoint quickly escalated into a nightmare. Officers conducted a thorough search of the van, uncovering quantities of marijuana, heroin, drug paraphernalia, and a stolen gun. The discovery was a bombshell, leading to the immediate arrest of Rich Homie Quan and his 5 companions. The charges were severe. Rich Homie Quan faced a felony count of possession of marijuana with the intent to distribute, a charge that carried a maximum sentence of 30 years. The gun charges were quickly dropped, but the drug charges remained, casting a dark shadow over the rapper's future. After 2 long years of legal wrangling, the turning point finally arrived. The state decided not to proceed with the case due to insufficient evidence. The charges against Rich Homie Quan were dropped, and he walked out of the courtroom a free man. The marijuana discovered was not enough to justify the severe charge of possession with intent to distribute. Furthermore, she highlighted the fact that the drugs were not found on Rich Homie Quan himself, but rather on one of his affiliates. Despite his legal issues, Quan's legacy has been clean, and he will go down as one of the greats in the industry. If you enjoyed this video, you can watch similar content by clicking on the boxes playing on your screen.